There is a killer satellite attacking Canada. And I don't mean to get ahead of any of my colleagues who share conspiracy theories from time to time, such as, I won't name names. But I'm breaking news here. I've learned that the Premier of Ontario has canceled a satellite service for all of Ontario. Well, he's out trying to fix that. He's talking with other big companies to bring it back so that people can have internet access. Right now they don't because of an attack on Canada. Can you imagine all the small businesses being affected by this? I'll show you what he said here in a second. And then I'm going to compare this to something actually happening in Australia that really is an attack. Now, if you're a small business or medium-sized business, there's a bunch of things you need to do your job. You probably need internet access. You need to be able to get to work, etc. But what about when things get really, really tough? Have you ever been sued? Lawsuits can be super scary, particularly in an era of lawfare. If you're a small or medium-sized business and someone sued you, thank the Lord. You've got that firewall of protection. You know, they can't sue your assets. They can't go after your retirement account or your home, thank God, because you've got an LLC or a corporation, SEPT. What if your LLC or corporation isn't real? I mean, sure, it's legally a corporation, but what if that's actually just you? What if from a legal perspective, there's no difference? Most people who set up small and medium-sized businesses do not have corporate credit. You can have a debit card, even a credit card with your business name on it. It doesn't mean it's corporate credit. That means that firewall you were thanking the Lord for isn't there. In a quick, no-obligation meeting with my friends at Visible, you can find out if you actually have corporate credit. Their website is govisible.com with a Z, govisible.com. If you do not have corporate credit, and I bet you don't, they can help you build it in 7 easy steps. And understand this, they will be ready to get started. So once you commit, make a plan and get it done and get that protection you were just thanking God for, so you can then go back and truly thank God for that protection. It's govisible.com. The Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, has canceled Starlink for all of Ontario because he says Elon Musk was attacking Canada. Here he is trying to make it seem just a little bit better.
So I'm talking to the other big companies, the Rogers and the Bells. I had meetings with them actually last week and saying, hey, we got to get moving on this. And it's unfortunate we had to cancel that, but I can't deal with a guy that, I guess the divorce happened between him and Trump, but the guy was attacking our country, and I just couldn't do it. So we're going to continue working to make sure that they have reliable broadband internet service as quickly as we can.
We're going to continue working to try to bring them back to the modern world once we get around to it, having already eliminated the mean competition so these big companies can charge us more, knowing that the population is furious at them. And Elon Musk, I do remember that. And I didn't know he had it in him. I mean, I knew he was a smart guy, but when he took that army of 250,000 mercs up across the border and seized Vancouver and then Toronto, and he was near to... What? Oh, he meant rhetorically attacking Canada. Oh, got it. So that never happens. And Starlink is not attacking Canada. But there is something attacking us. This is from a woman named Katie Gallagher. I don't see Doug Ford panicking about this. I mean, it's Australia. It could never happen in Canada. Her actual name is Catherine Ruth Gallagher. She is an Australian politician, and she's been the Minister of Finance and Minister for Women, Minister for the Public Service, Vice President of the Executive Council in the Albanese government since 2022, since 2025 as Minister for Government Services. She wrote this on Twitter, which of course is owned by a white supremacist. Digital ID is not compulsory. It's voluntary, secure, and convenient way for you to access online services safely without having your personal documents stored by third parties. I'm proud to have introduced our digital ID bill this week. This technology will transform our economy. No, it's not compulsory. Well, unless you want to use the internet. I mean, if you want to use the internet, you have to have digital ID. But it's not compulsory. So if you want to be able to email a person, you'll need digital ID. If you want to post on social media, you'll need a digital ID. if you want to read this tweet or argue with her, you'll need a digital ID, but it's not compulsory, just like the shots were not compulsory. Remember this, Katie Gallagher? Unlike you, God is pro-free speech. How do I know? Because, watch, speech came out of my speaking hole because God gave me the speaking hole and the ability to use it. He's also pro-accountability. Everybody understands what you're doing here. You're building a wall between you, who can say whatever you want, protected by government, and us, who cannot. It's not just about making anonymous people reveal who they are. It's about taking a digital ID, which is attached to your identity, so you can do exactly what they've done in China, which is to build a social credit system so that you are, properly using your free speech, meaning being sufficiently enthusiastic about everything the government does. Everybody sees where this is going, and what should worry you most is that God sees where it's going, and he's already judged you and your motives. And I'm going to guess, I can't speak for God because he's God and I'm not. His ways are far above mine and far above everyone else's. But I'm going to guess he may not like you deciding that the people he created in his image no longer get to have the free speech that he's given them, because that's where this is headed.